What's up, team? Welcome back to my Brandenburg Let's Play. And in between episodes here, I have counted how much land we can actually add to the Empire. And I've got good news. It's a little bit tedious to do so, but let us get our Imperial authority up above 50. I also checked to make sure that we were being voted for. But also your imperial authority is one of the factors taken into consideration whether people will vote for you or not. But before I unpause the game here, we're going to be doing quite a few things actually. And I can say for the first time I'm feeling pretty, for the first time in a while, probably ever since Sweden defecting from that personal union because our guy died at like 22 years old. I've been pretty damn salty and disheveled and not playing my best really, which is nobody's fault but my own. But I'm feeling quite enthusiastic about this game once again after putting in some of the hard yards. We had a successful war over France and over the Ottomans, and the Protestant League War is over. Now, the Ottomans are not so weakened, but France is. We broke this alliance, and that means that we're going to be able to be stronger in the future. And we weakened him barely. We did weaken him, but barely. So we're going to go ahead and pass this, and that's going to give tax income generated by the Empire, which is going to help our economy out, which we're in really bad shape. It'll be interesting to see just how much more money we'll make. But not only that, guys, we have enough to pass another reform. That's right. Part of the reason I'm feeling pretty good. We're going to continue adding to the Empire here. And the next reform actually annuls... It disallows wars inside the Empire. Which means, unless we start a war, like we might do, in fact, spoiler alert, we're going to do right now, which brings members of the Empire in against each other, unless that is the case, or somebody else does the same thing, there will be no longer be any wars inside the Empire. So this 0.1 gained for Empire being at peace should be up most of the time going into the future. Which means the Imperial authority that is generated. How many troops does France have right now? 93. They still have too many for us. Let's cancel that mission. I was hoping we could complete that mission while we were at war with them. But let's re-roll a mission that we can achieve. Yeah, hopefully the Imperial Authority generated is pretty good. Also considering, because we are the Catholic dominant Emperor faith, we can actually just enforce religion on nations. And that's exactly what I intend to do. Eliminating those heretics inside the Empire. Okay, there it is. So we obviously don't have enough to pass another reform, but that disallows wars and gives us a yearly prestige. Now the next one means that we will always be the Emperor, which is really good, but also it just straight up increases the amount of Imperial authority gained considerably. Excuse me while I sneeze. But that Empire is looking pretty good, guys, all of a sudden. So hopefully it shouldn't take too long. And of course the next one after that is vassalizing the Empire, which is the dream. But with the increased rate that you gain Imperial authority from this, hopefully it will come along pretty soon. Now, my biggest disappointment at the moment is the fact that our ruler and our heir suck in terms of stats. So I am going to try to kill them and abdicate as soon as I can. I won't do this because I need a valid emperor, but I will do that when it's available. I am using him as a general right now. So there's a few things a few other things that I wanted to do, and one, I've been looking at Kazan. I really want to attack him now that we can, and it should be easy enough, but I don't want to really deal with Bohemia. So if we look here, Bohemia is really close to annulling alliance with him. That would give us truce with Bohemia, but I'd be happy to do that. Let's see if improving relations with Bohemia will... We got another Diplo slot from our Diplo ideas. Let's see if that will help us do it. Well, also, the other option I have is to attack Silesia. Now, I looked in between episodes, I can break Saxony's alliance with Circassia, I think that's how you say it. So then I could attack him. We'd be fighting Venice and Kazan, and I'd be able to take from Kazan indirectly. That's an option we have. We can also go into Iraq, which looks easy enough to me. That's just a general opportunity to expand there and add land to the empire, etc. after we convert it. Although we are getting outside of Europe, aren't we? Pretty soon, around there. But there was one other thing I wanted to do, guys, which I'm really happy to do. And that is declare on Lithuania. Now, he's allied to Mecklenburg and Aragon. I will get Mecklenburg out as soon as possible so that there's peace inside the empire. And Aragon is pretty strong, actually, guys, by the looks of things. He's not a complete pushover. But I'm going to declare this while France won't back him up due to war exhaustion. Let's go! Straight to war we go. So that means I'm no longer worried about these exiled troops because we have access inside the empire. I'm just going to bring them back into my lands. Oh, well that was a mistake, wasn't it? Oopsie daisies. That's fine. Okay, Burgundy has been marched by Austria. That's perfect. I was a little bit worried that he would be integrated by Austria before we vassalize the empire, but that's not going to happen now that it's a march. So I'm perfectly happy with that. That was a mistake by my part. Let's grant this royal marriage so that our relations are good with Bohemia. Now, if we look at combined strength of alliance, we are stronger. Getting to his capital could prove quite difficult. But I think I might just ignore Aragon, even though I want to fully annex. This is a weird kind of thing. When you pass, there's no longer wars allowed inside the empire. Nations of the empire have like a delay before they join wars. Cool. So Austria's an invalid rival. That's good. We got some power projection from that. I'm heading over to Mecklenburg because I know he's going to join the war, even though he's not right now. And then we're going to mass siege Lithuania and deal with these rebels as well. I guess I will just get as much war score as I can and peace out Lithuania, annulling his treaties with Aragon, etc. He'll probably be a one province miner just like Poland. Yes. Now, I do want to ally Bohemia either way, because he is simply too large to enforce religion on. And I'm hoping with my Diplo rep, we can vassalize him even though he's Protestant. That's the idea. Now, where else should I be using my diplomats? We didn't royal marriage Portugal ever, so that I could break my alliance with him. I think probably Austria. Austria's going to be a good ally, I think. Although he will soon be our subject, to be fair. Probably Aragon would be a good ally, actually, come to think of things, if we can smooth out our relations after this war. Why don't we improve with our subjects, though? Make sure they're topped off. Okay, I don't know, it's hard to tell because our troops are a little bit consolidated or whatever, like, but we're definitely making more money, aren't we, due to that. Due to that situation with the Empire generating more taxes, which is very nice. So the Empire is no longer at peace, but it will be shortly once we peace out Mecklenburg, who doesn't even have a fort on his capital. So we should be able to take his capital pretty quickly and then call it a day. Let's rush out and deal with Lithuania. No idea if Aragon can have access or not at the moment. But we haven't seen his troops yet. They're probably making their way out here. Yeah, so that means I can take all of this land, which is also 5 more to the Empire. I'll take all of the claims that I have. Why not? And annul his treaties with Aragon. We should have the war score to do that. So that next time around he's easier. Knowing him, he'll probably ally somebody else just like Poland managed to, even though he's 1 province minor, which is irritating. What a shame. That 1 province is going to be there. I think our best bet to get rid of the Austrian ally, honestly, is when Austria is just our subject. Believe it or not. I think that's the way to go. Hey, Diplo Reputation actually helps with this. Breaking Alliance is one of the modifiers, which is pretty cool. And I just realized my speed is on 3 from the French War. So let's get this going. My bad. Now the cost of reducing war exhaustion could be helpful, although we're going to become so large that, especially with this modifier, we're not going to be reducing much war exhaustion at all. We actually survived that entire war with France while not reducing our war exhaustion once. I think it was actually 0 or very close to 0 when we peaced out, which is pretty crazy stuff. I can't believe he got there without me even spotting him. Wow, that makes me feel really sad. Oh boy, okay. I'm putting up such a big fight here with our small stack, but it's... we can't. It's too costly. Let's get out. Oh gosh darn it. That's irritating. What is Sweden up to? He's not doing much, is he? Ah, okay. Change of plans. Consolidate everything. I should have stayed consolidated, I suppose, in hindsight. I didn't see that coming. Well played. Well played, Aragon, you jerk. Let's get Mecklenburg the heck out of this war. Just base race, I suppose. Try to suffer less. Oh, we can piece him out while blockading and sieging his province, eh? Done. Oh man, I want that money though. No, no, no. Let's just siege it. Let's just siege it. I was hoping that we could assault the garrison, but that's not going to happen apparently. We're losing 16 a month. Jeez. This damn attrition that we're suffering. Yeah, Sweden's being a bit of a potato. That's a shame. Why don't you go attack him, Sweden? I'd appreciate it. I gave him too much respect by saying he's actually been doing some good work. And then he decided to just AFK and do nothing. Alright. I think let's just ignore Aragon. The major thing is annulling alliance. We're not gonna... It's gonna be more pragmatic to just avoid Aragon, I think. So let's quickly just go 100% Lithuania and then see where we're at. I'll just ignore him for now. He can do whatever he wants to my land. Siege it up. Lithuania doesn't have any forts. Let's get that ticking war score. And go straight back to war. Probably against Silesia, this guy here. Our units are well positioned out east to deal with that. Oh, France managed to ally... Well, Venice managed to ally France. Which is, that's annoying. Sad days for us, sad days. Everybody gets good diplomacy. And of course, in 3 years' time, our truce is up with Denmark, where I intend to just brutalize him. I hope so. Hoping he doesn't make any good allies. At the moment, he's been in this long war against Scotland, where he's kind of failed to siege up his land over in the New World, I think. Geez, why don't we just deal with these rebels while we can to stop the separatism from being so awful. That was an extremely vast siege. Really? Our Empress died? Jeez, that's not good. At least our Regency will not be too awful if it happens now, but I hate that. Take inflation reduction and interest from the Pope. That's really helpful for us because of our situation with our loans. Go deal with these rebels out here. Damn you, Aragon. Truce with Nogai comes up in 9 years. That's a long time. But that's another opportunity to expand. Okay, let's go wreck the Lithuanian troops. That's probably productive, even though he's sieging a fort out here. Oh, we're still being voted for, but not very well. Let's improve relations over here. Make Munster vote for us for Diplo Rep. Do it. Should be easy enough, I suggest, to get his vote. Okay, I'm going to peace out Lithuania here soon. I guess what we'll do is we're hanging out for the Annul Alliance, you know, and it's going to be the next war that will be big against him, I suppose. So another thing I can do is enforce religion on people, but what I want to do is actually ally Bohemia first. Because if we enforce religion on, let's say, Saxony, then we'll get negative modifier with Bohemia, and he's already quite upset with us. Alright, that's going to have to do us for now. He's got no other allies. Hopefully he won't make other allies. War exhaustion is still 0. Back to war we go, guys. Back to war we go. So, got a couple things I want to do before we go to war. See if we can annul some alliances, etc. Now let's trade out, even though, you know, they're just Austria. He's pretty strong. He's very strong, actually. But I'm going to switch him out for Portugal. For now. And yeah, so probably this is our next war here. I'm going to annul Saxony's alliance with his face and declare that. But I just want to see if now we can actually break Kazan's alliance with Bohemia. And if... Okay, we got another queen, which is good. Yeah, if that is the case, where we do manage to do that, we'll go directly in against Kazan. Trying to operate with quite few troops, though, if possible. Nope. Alright. It's a null here. So, firstly, I will get my troops into position. But we're going to attack here. So, same thing, I will probably ignore Venice this war. But I'm going to attack Kazan, separate piece him for land, and probably not full annex this guy, but take one of his provinces while annulling his alliance with folk, with other people. And it looks like Munster should be voting for us soon, which is our mission. So everything's moving along nicely. We're getting quite some Imperial authority, but of course I still have quite some land to add, guys. Hoping that my ruler dies. Either way, I'll be abjugating him fairly soon. It's mostly our economic situation, which is a big, feels bad, sad man at the moment. But I'm hoping if we just continue to win more and more wars, and with the help of nice events like that, we should be good. Like if we defeat Iraq here, guys, and take some war reparations from him while he's still quite large, that's good. But then we should have a free war against Tabaristan, for example, and I guarantee you he's got a lot of money saved up. Ooh, look at that Persia. Is he small enough to vassalize? Oh, he totally is. Wow. I want to get out to Persia, like, now. Interesting. That would be a good vassal. He's got some reconquest to be had. His tech is not that good. Denmark looks like he's going to be an easy war, man. That's probably going to be next episode, but I'm really going to be looking forward to fighting that. But before we end this episode here, let's take one other war, which hopefully will be quite decisive. I hope so. Just looking. Am I forgetting anything? I don't think so. I think we're good. I think part of the reason he won't annul is actually just his relations, eh? Enforcing religious unity is going to be a problem with him. Who is his rival? Saxony? Hungary? The Pope. Okay. After giving access, I just want to check. Did that get us close or nah? Nope. Something else changed regardless. Let's go. Okay, there's still peace inside the Empire. Oh, geez, he's allied to Senior as well. I didn't even realize. Let's do some enforcing religion, though. As long as Bohemia is going to keep his alliance with us, I'll enforce religion on peeps. So with Kazan, we're obviously going to annul his alliance with Bohemia. That's going to be important for us. And I think with our improved diplomacy, the Ottomans would not be willing to just jump into a war against us, which is good. So a little bit of a slow route in expanding by attacking people indirectly, but we're setting ourselves up nicely for the future, I would say. He's the same tech as me. How awkward is that? Yeah, one really nice place we have to expand into is Iraq, and I think I will do that to get us close to Persia. That would be a nice move. Winning battles like this is going to help us get the war score that we need. Ooh, we could call the Pope in. Let's have a look. How many favors do I have with him? A fair amount. Let's do it. He's well placed here to siege up some of these provinces. I mean, I'm about to get another 10 favors with him, so we can call him into a future war if we need to do that. Ooh, I wonder if we can stack wipe the Kazani troops. That would be good. He's running up to Russia. Let's just siege out his capital. What is the best use of our troops over here? Let's just focus on Kazan. Stay consolidated in case something happens again. I don't think there's anywhere we need to fabricate. I plan to feed Hungary to the Empire in the future. Why don't we fabricate on... We got so many diplomats. Let's just build a massive spy network on the Ottomans to receive the benefits of that. Why don't we do the same on France? Let's just do that. There are benefits to be had of doing those to allow us to tech up faster, for instance. These missions, we don't seem to ever get a good mission at this rate. Yes. Hohenzollern, heir on England, boys. The dream. We're going to be able to PU England in the future and obtain all of his colonies, which are going to give us a platform to expand into all of the New World as well. As soon as I can, I'll PU him. 50 years later, we will integrate him, and at that point, that will most likely be when I go hambone on the New World, using his or our provinces as a platform. Feels real good. Hey, Sweden's coming to participate, it looks like. We don't quite have ticking war score, which is a little bit awkward for us. Nice. Speaking of which, now we do. The Pope winning battles. Totally worth calling him in for that. Alright, Kazan, are you ready to annul with Bohemia? Very nice. Give us some money, please. Very nice. So hopefully our truce with him is not too long. So here, all I want is that. I can't fully annex him. So we'll take his money as well. And break his kind of extremely absurdly strong alliance as well. So with ticking war score and his enthusiasm dwindling, that should not take too long at all. These Muscovite rebels are going to walk into our land if we're not careful. I think I might just go ahead and start another war here against Iraq, guys. It's around about that time where we have to start being pretty aggressive, you know, especially if our war exhaustion is fine. We're actually gaining manpower while we fight these wars. Iraq doesn't have any good diplomacy, so it's time to go into him. So I think I'm actually, rather than wrapping the war up and ending the episode, because I'm about to start another war, guys, I think I'm actually going to end it here. But as we expand, we're getting that much more closer to that 50 Imperial authority for adding provinces, and annulling these alliances and setting ourselves up for good wars in the future. The other war is, of course, this, and our truce comes up very shortly. I'm so looking forward to this war against Denmark, and he's in quite bad shape. What I will probably do is consolidate all of my troops around here and take out his allies firstly, but also try to engage in successful battles with this, if we can. If we can just defeat his troops, Sweden and Novgorod should have a fun time just sieging everything up. Yeah, I think Iraq is first, though. I don't know. Hormuz won't back him up. I think it's a good time to go in while Hormuz is in terrible shape. Either way, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. We've got a lot of opportunities in the future. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.